Good evening. I want to share with you this evening from Joshua chapter 11. Let's hear the word of the Lord. When King Jabin of Hazor heard what had happened, he sent messages to the following kings: King Jobab of Madon, the king of Shimron, Shimron, the king of AC, Shaph. I won't try to pronounce that. All the kings of the northern hill country, the kings in the Jordan Valley south of Galilee, the kings in the Galilean foothills, the kings of Naphothdor on the west, the kings of Canaan, all these different kings, both east and west, the kings of the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites in the hill country, and the Hivites in the town of the slopes of Mount Hermon, Hermon, in the land of Mizpah, Mizpah. All these kings came together against one king that left them and said, I'm not no longer a part of y'all team. They got mad, and all those kings were finna jump that man or that group of people. All these kings came out to fight. Their combined armies formed a vast horde. And with all their horses and chariots, they covered the landscape like the sand on the seashore. The kings joined forces and established their camp around the water near Merom to fight against Israel. They mad at Israel. They mad because you mess with our territory, they thought. Then the Lord said to Joshua, do not be afraid of them. By this time tomorrow, I will hand all of them over to Israel as dead men. Then you must cripple their horses and burn their chariots. So Joshua and all his fighting men traveled to the water near Merom and attacked suddenly. And the Lord gave them victory over their enemies. The Israelites chased them as far as Greater Sidon, Sidon, and Misrephothmaim, that place, and eastward into the valley of Mizpah, Mizpah, until not one enemy warrior was left alive. Then Joshua crippled the horses and burned all the chariots as the Lord had instructed. Joshua then turned back and captured Hazor, Hazor, and killed its king. Hazor had at one time been the capital of all these kingdoms. The Israelites completely destroyed every living thing in the city, leaving no survivors. Not a single person was spared. And then Joshua burned the city. Joshua slaughtered all other kings and their people, completely destroying them, just as Moses, the servant of the Lord, had commanded. But the Israelites did not burn any of the towns built on mounds except Hazor, Hazor, which Joshua burned. And the Israelites took all the plunder and livestock of the ravaged town for themselves. But they killed all the people, leaving no survivors. As the Lord had commanded his servant Moses, so Moses commanded Joshua, and Joshua did as he was told, carefully obeying all the commands that the Lord had given to Moses. So Joshua conquered the entire region, the hill country, the entire Negev. The whole area around the town of Goshen, Goshen, the western foothills, the Jordan Valley, the mountains of Israel, and the Galilean foothills. The Israelite territory now extended all the way from Mount Halak, which leads up to Seir, Seir, in the south, as far north as Baalgad at the foot of Mount Hermon in the valley of Lebanon, Lebanon. Joshua killed all the kings of those territories, waging war for a long time to accomplish this. No one in this region made peace with the Israelites except the Hivites and the Gibeon. All the others were defeated. For the Lord hardened their hearts and caused them to fight the Israelites. Oh, you want to fight? Okay, come on. So they were completely destroyed without mercy, as the Lord had commanded Moses. During this period, Joshua destroyed all the descendants of Anak, A-N-A-K, who lived in the hill country of Hebron, Hebron, Debir, D-E-B-I-R, Anab, A-N-A-B, and the entire hill country of Judah and Israel. He killed them all and completely destroyed their towns. None of the descendants of Anak were left in all the land of Israel. This land belonged to Israel, though some still remain in Gaza, G-A-Z-A, Gath, G-A-T-H, and Ashdod, A-S-H-D-O-D. So Joshua took control of the entire land, just as the Lord had instructed Moses. He gave it to the people of Israel as their special possession, dividing the land among the tribes. So the land finally had rest from war. So why did God destroy these people? Just think about the people that go into Walmart, pour milk on the ground, writing on billboards, stealing, lying, building houses without making sure it's built correctly. Got a job and you don't do your job, but yet you demand and pay. God said, I'm getting rid of that. I'm getting ready to bring people in here that's going to listen to instructions. And if they don't live right by the instructions that I'm giving, they got to go too. But as of this day, everybody that God destroyed are the people that we look online all the time saying, why is this keep happening? Why are you killing people unnecessarily? Why are you cheating on your wife like that and having babies and not taking care of them? God said, no, ma'am, you cannot live like that. If my land was not made for wickedness. That's why God said, Joshua, go get them. That's Joshua chapter 11.